Hey, Matthew Hint here, and this is going to be vlog number 4 for Oh What a Lovely War. And the main topics are circus skills, went back to the trench scene, ran through songs, and run of the show. Now, with circus skills, there has been some big changes. And what were they? Recently, the juggling group has changed from 3 to 4. So we now have 4 people in the juggling group. So we had to change up our routine a lot, but we went to the dance studio and we've got an even better routine, because we kind of demonstrated where we got a big like gym yoga kind of ball, and we kind of used that because we were juggling. We obviously won't juggle with the big ball because it's like that big, but you obviously won't do that. And we kind of got the juggling balls, we kind of stood in a square, and then we kind of threw it to each other, but I was the clown. I was the only clown in the juggling, so I kept like missing them. It kept like hitting me, and I was like, oh no. And I like, when it gets too much for me, I shout stop, and then I go stop, and then I run off stage, and then I grab this big gym ball, and then I run back on and go, go on, let's do it, let's play it with this, let's play with this. And that's what I suggested or contributed to the piece that we were doing. I thought with the little juggling balls, okay, but clown, I just thought that would work, big ball. So we were throwing the big ball round, and then right at the end of the piece, the big ball gets thrown at me, it runs at me, and then it knocks me on the floor. And that's what we kind of got for the circus skills. So we kind of changed it from the triangle thing with juggling, kind of changed it from that, but now we've got it a nice like solid routine that we can use. Next, we went back to the trench scene. Why did we go back to the trench scene? Well, we needed a bit of remodeling because we needed to kind of fit to the space, because we didn't really know where the kind of rosters were going to be, or where the traverse was, or anything like that. We just kind of went back to it to try and get a feel of the space. And then we needed to run over lines as well, because the lines weren't the best on that. And so we went back to that just because we needed to kind of change a few bits around, because we needed to block different bits, because we run the show but it didn't suit, so we needed to re-block it. We needed to think of ideas to block it and try and develop the scene, which I think we kind of did at the end. It was just mainly just lines. Like, if we didn't get the lines right, then we didn't really get the whole like kind of movement thing right. So if we get the lines, we will get the movement right for the up and coming weeks. Next, shortly after that, we ran through songs again with Roger. So we obviously had a run through with songs like in the second week, which I forgot to mention. So we ran through it on the second week, and that went fairly well, because we didn't know the songs, but we had to try and like image the songs, like try and get it right, see if we can get it right. Like, because Roger set us deadlines for like learning songs that we should know by now, and this is what it's gonna be like. Ran through the songs again. This is what we did this week. So this was a kind of, so do you know the songs by now? So we ran through them. And then, but did that help? I put in my notes, did that help us in any way? And I think it helped me in a way, because we kind of got a grasp of all the lines in the songs and how they went, and we kind of didn't need to really practice the songs anymore. All we need to do is practice the movement on stage, and that was a big thing. So I overcome a big thing by running through the songs, but now I don't need to do them again, so it's fine. Now, at the end of that day, or the end of this week even, like at the end of the week, we ran the show again, and I put how did it go. I think it went fairly well again. Obviously there was a few stoppages because some people didn't know what they were doing, they forgot what they were doing. I a few times forgot what I was doing, kind of didn't get the movement parts right, but I got the speaking parts right, but I just came in at the wrong time and spoke at the wrong time and moved at the wrong time. It was just a sense of going back to my script and annotating when I'm coming on and what movement I'm supposed to be doing at this time. Was it helpful, the run of the show again? I think the run of the show again is very helpful because we had the run. I think it was the last week. The last week I did my vlog, and that worked well. There were a few stoppages, but there was a whole load of notes that we had to go through. But then this run that we did, we didn't have many notes afterwards. And the big thing for me was, did I apply feedback from the last run that we did? Did I apply the feedback? And some of the feedback was kind of getting into positions a lot quicker and running over the clown scene and not scene, but running over all my circus skills parts, because there was a lot of it was group feedback, not individual feedback. But I did apply feedback to a lot of my acting in the show, so I thought that really helped a lot. I think I'm gonna end vlog number 4 for Oh What a Lovely War. Bye.